This is Hernan Rodriguez, another show for investment and real estate professionals as well. Today, I have a very, very special guest. It's Coach Finn. He's joining me from Washington State. I am in Vancouver, so we are transmitting to all of you from the West Coast. And as you know, I interview professionals. This is trends in the industry with industry experts, market trends, business and investment opportunities. So you will be able to see in the bottom of the screen a little bit about our special guest, Coach Justin Finney. 600 agents have successfully completed his course in 2022. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thanks, Hernan. I'm pleased to be here. I appreciate you asking me. It's an honor.
It is my pleasure. You know, being a professional recruiter of life insurance agents, I interview with my partners hundreds of life insurance agents over the last 10 months in the USA. We also interview agents in Canada, but in this special program today, we're talking about the US specific. And one of the things that I see that is common and that is lacking, of course, is good training for life insurance agents. And that is at every level, not only for beginners, as you know. So I am very lucky that my business partner found you through social media, you know, and she told me, hey, there is this coach who has a really good system. She was looking into it. And so we started talking, you know, and now it's my pleasure to also recommend your system to others because I did my due diligence on that. So thank you very much. You know, there is a few questions that people sent us for you. Okay, and
Sure.
I'm gonna place them right here in the bottom because I don't have the best memory. So agents that are going through your program are getting amazing results, Coach. Tell me more about your performance background in life insurance and as a performance coach that is getting great results for agents, please.
Yeah. So it goes way back, 1998. I know a lot of people on there watching this probably thinking I'm like 25, but I started in the business in 1998 with Northwestern Mutual. So great company out of the gates, great training, a lot of good people. And I stayed there for 9 years and I got a great foundation there. So unlike a lot of people that are really talking about their great successes and all that, I've been in the trenches with the life insurance agents. I've been out to the homes, driving home late at night, making all the calls, all that stuff. I opened my own RIA in 2008 and I sold that in 2012. After that, I had a startup that didn't work out. Went back to my roots of what I really enjoyed the most, which at LPL, I was doing a lot of coaching of financial advisors. And so I did a lot of research, really dug into that and dove into that from there. And so my focus has been coaching specifically life insurance agents and financial advisors for the last 5 years. Every day, my focus is just how can I help them perform better? So okay. I've got about 22 years in the trenches between life insurance and elite sales coaching. And I think the sales coaching helps as well from the standpoint of it was great to get the experience as a life insurance agent, but there's a lot of things from the coaching perspective that I've learned through the Southwestern coaching group that I was a part of, very ninja group, as well as the Ziegler group. So a lot of good tools, industry knowledge, and I think those two combined is what's getting the big wins for the agents. Is having somebody that's been there, done that, and then they've got the coaching skills as well. So
excellent, thank you. You know, you not only talk the talk, but you have walked the walk, and that's very, very important that you keep, you know, in touch every day with them. And I'm sure that you keep on refreshing, you know, your information and having trained 600 agents, correct? This year?
Over 600 this year, yeah.
Over 600. Oh, that's great. That's great. So anyone that is watching us live or watching the recording, I placed a QR code earlier and you will see that QR code popping up again. Feel free to scan it. It's going to take you over to the page all the courses for Coach Finn, and also with discount code HRV Academy 10, which we will place in the bottom, you will get 10% off. So we have another question right here. How do you help those agents, and what results have they experienced?
Yeah, that's a trick question, because there's a lot of different types of agents, right? But I help life insurance agents grow sales and multiply their time without the stress. That's the simple answer. So through little chunk down mindset hacks, and we're not talking about like a 12-month program. We're talking about a 6-week program where it transforms their life. So it's really elevating our standard of excellence in everything that we do. Our attitude, our effort every single day, every single week for those 6 weeks. And that's how we're seeing such huge breakouts. One of the courses is called 7X, because we've had people grow their sales by 700% in that cohort. We've had a lot of people grow their sales by 300% within that 30-day window of the cohort. And it all starts with mindset, skills, and systems at work, scripts that are very, very simple that have been proven over a long period of time. So those are the things. I try to keep it simple, because life insurance is a simple business. You basically get paid to do 2 things: phone and present. Phone and present. So I want to create a daily game plan. I want to wake up and just have one thing in my mind, is to execute my game plan. And that's what we do. So we practice like athletes, and we get really good at the basics.
Perfect. The basics is where it's at, of course,
Totally.
And I would say that 95% of all the financial needs that can be solved through life insurance could be done through those basic solutions as well. Some people complicate things too much and start getting fancy when they don't need it. So thank you very much for that answer. Now, how do you help agents that are new, or maybe have been stuck at an average, to become top producers?
That's a good question. So average agent to top producer, which there's a lot of people that are in that category, right? There's really 2 things. And I tell agents this a lot. There's really 2 things that separate average producers from top producers. And it's how they think, and it's what they do all day long. And we break that down, but how you think determines how you live.
Of course.
And what you do with your time is your life. And I feel like most people are operating at about 50% of what I know they're capable of. And so I bring a lot of challenge in the cohort. That's why I always tell people, call me Coach Finn. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to help get you to the top. Cool. And so we start with mindset, and then we look at the schedule, and we have a time system that we use. Most agents, I feel like they're losing about 20 hours a week that they don't need to lose. They're working too hard. So we can produce more in less time and buy some of our time back if we follow a very simple system to do it. And we're committed. We've got to be committed and ready for change, right?
Of course.
So it's mindset, how we think, and what we do with our time.
Excellent.
And we got to get really specific with that. We got to have rituals for that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, to create some habits, right?
Yeah. Something that's very simple, something I can wake up and do every day. From a mindset perspective, and mindset follows you all the way through sales. So there's little mindset hacks in every week that help us, because it's a big deal.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We have another question right here. It's going to pop up in the banner. How do you help agents that are already good producers that have the sales part mastered?
Yeah. So this comes up a lot. How do you help somebody that's already a big producer? And I always tell people, when I have a cohort of advanced agents, I don't want to change everything that you're doing. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a lot of good stuff, but you're like a race car. If I could get you to just go 5 miles per hour faster, I can help you. If I could get to save a little bit more time so you can spend some more time with the people that you love, that would be worth a lot, right? So I work with them on the same thing out of the gate, is mindset. Everybody, even top producers, need help with their mindset. So mindset hacks, vision, and purpose. So we jump out of the bed in the morning. We know what we want. We know why we want it. We know how we're going to get it. We have a roadmap. We create production triggers so that it gets fun, so that production means something. So when I hit a big level, something happens on my vision map. I show them how to multiply their time so they can get their time back, right? And then the last one, the real exciting way to like really grow your pipeline is prospecting with strategic partnerships, to really open up the door for other people to be able to funnel either recruits if you're recruiting, or prospects if you're producing warm prospects to you. Even if you're purchasing leads, you can have a strategic partnership to help you on the recruiting side. Somebody that knows you, likes you, trusts you, that has your client, right? So it's those four things. It's mindset, it's time, it's prospecting, strategic partnerships, and vision.
Excellent.
That's how I'm able to help the people that are already top producers. So just get a little bit better.
Of course, get better, and learn which ones are your weak spots, because sometimes we let our guard down in some things, and shield that area, right?
Yeah. So. Yeah. Top producers, it's interesting. Most of the top producers, if I go in and speak to a group, 2 or 3 of the very top producers are already being coached. And so it's not about changing anything. It's just about getting a little bit better at one thing. And so sometimes I'll have a producer that's already a top producer. I had one producer, Gary, he passed his previous year's production in 5 months. And his previous year was pretty good, right?
Yes.
But it was just getting back to some of those things about filling the pipeline, getting some strategic partnerships, managing his time better, that really made the difference for him.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So if you could give the agents listening right now one gift, your top sales tip or hack, what that would give them immediate impact in their life, what would that be?
That's a good question. So we're talking about sales, and everybody's thinking sales. What can I get for sales? Would it be closing technique? Would it be questions? What would it be? I believe the number one sales hack actually isn't something you would think would be sales, but it's what makes everything so much easier.
Yes.
And this is what I tell people all the time. And it takes practice. It takes focus. And the number one reason people don't hit their goals is lack of focus, right? So we've got to have focus on this, is to remove myself from the equation. What do I mean by that? Fear and service do not coexist. Fear is focused on you. Service is focused on helping other people. So let's say you're like a new agent and you're getting ready to phone. Rejection is all about you. Your sweaty hands, that's all about you. If somebody's rude, that's all about you. So what I try to do is help them step into a different character state and remove themselves from the equation so that they can focus on helping people. And that way the nerves go away. They can have fun. They can have courage. They're going to do much better. They do the same thing in the presentation, the same thing when they're doing referrals. There's no commission. There's none of that stuff. It's all about performing at the very best of my ability and just removing myself from the equation. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
To stay in the moment, correct?
Yeah. Stay in the moment. You're not part of the equation.
Yeah.
So that way rejection doesn't matter. A no doesn't matter. A rude phone call doesn't matter. I have rules for those. I create rules, business rules for all this stuff. So we have rules, we have strategy, and we have systems for this. So if somebody doesn't show up to an appointment, we have a no-show rule. We phone to serve more people.
Yes.
Therefore, it's a non-factor in our business. We have a rude person on the phone. We have a rule for that. A very nice statement, and then back on the phone to serve more people.
Of course.
Just like a rescue diver. We don't focus on anything that's negative at all. We focus on serving people.
Of course.
That's what we do. And it's amazing when you do that, everything gets more fun. Everything gets a lot easier.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's a great question. I love that one.
That question is a question that they sent us over, and so we have to listen to our audience, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love that. It's good.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna definitely have Coach Finn be one of our recurrent guests in this show. So stay tuned for sure. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we have another question right here for you, Coach. What is your best advice for those who want to undertake a career in financial services?
Yeah, that's a great question. I love this business. I really do. I think it brings time freedom and it gives money freedom, and you can work remotely, which a lot of people didn't think about really before COVID. But that's a big advantage of this business, is having the freedom to live wherever you want to live, help other people and impact other people, and really have no limit to that. So you can make as much as you want to make, and if you get really good, you can do it in a timely fashion. So you got a lot of time with the people that you love, which I think is the best way if you're recruiting, is to do it in a shorter window so you can recruit more people. So I love this business. I think a big thing I would be looking for if I was a newer person looking at this business is I'd be looking at the platform that they have. I'd be looking at the leadership in the company. I'd be looking to make sure it's balanced so that they're not starting off too low with the comp, but they're not too high, because both of those things come with some challenges, right?
Of course.
A lot of times if the comp's too high, there's a lack of training and guidance. So I try to tell people to really pay attention to that. And the last one that I think is really unique, which is one of the reasons that I liked talking to you once I found out what you guys are doing, is the ownership part of it. So if you get into a company and you're work, and you're helping the upper management get where they want to go, but if something were to happen to you and it doesn't go to the people that you love, that's not nearly as effective. So the ownership part, if I was a brand new college agent, look, somebody straight out of college, if I'm an agent that's not happy where I'm at, I'd be looking for where is the ownership opportunity, who has the leadership that I believe in, what's the platform that I think that can help me hit my goals. That's what I'd be looking for.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. With all the years of experience that you have, of course, you have seen many, many different platforms. So I appreciate that comment that you did over there and the tips for everyone here. So the last one that I have for you, I know you're super busy. Where or how do you recommend that your audience learn more about this topic?
There's two ways, really. One is the QR code right there. So they can go there and check us out. That's the very best way. And then the other is to tune back in when Hernan has me back to talk again, if we're going to do this more frequently, where we can keep helping agents, because that's a big part of what we do. I know our beliefs align, which is why I like working with you, is that we want to help other people. And it's kind of the Zig Ziglar, you help enough other people get what they want, you get what you want. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pour into people, help agents, give them a lot of value, and help some other people together, which I love doing.
Thank you so much. And with this, we are completed with this show, with this episode. Thank you so much, Coach, for being here. I also say thanks to the audience for being here all the time, in the show. We are at the end of 2022. I wish that all of you not only have great health and happiness, but also, if you're a professional in financial services, go out there, protect as many families as you can, because that is going to be the best Christmas present that any breadwinner can give their family, to have the proper insurance, not only life insurance, but living benefits as well. So go out there, protect families, and make 2023 your best year. I believe I'll have one or two more shows in December, because I'm going to be going for a sunny destination. I need to get some tan. I'm Mexican and I'm not looking too Mexican right now. I need to recharge, and I will be coming back. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop you're welcome. I'm going to stop the stream in a couple of minutes, but I will stay with you. If you have anything else to say, go ahead.
I'm good to go. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.